Hello everyone, this is Scott, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to speed up your next design process in CAD using profile center mates. CADing and VEX can take a lot of time because there are many small components to mate, and you have challenges such as trying to mate round holes to square holes. For example, using basic mates, it takes 3 mates to connect this bearing flat to this flat metal. First, we have a coincidence mate to bring the edges flush together, and then one distance mate to offset these edges, and a second distance mate to offset this edge from that edge. The worst part about this is that you have to figure out the correct distance for each offset in order to make the holes line up correctly with the holes in the flat metal. Switching over to a new assembly, I will show you how to do the same thing more quickly and easily using profile center mates. First, I'll connect this bearing block to this C channel. Select mate, go down to advanced mates, select profile center. Then we click on one of the edges of the hole that we want our bearing block to be centered on, and then select one of the edges on the bearing block. Now, this edge has 2 possible profiles associated with it. One is the profile that goes around the hole, and the second is the profile that goes around and forms this rectangle. SolidWorks has selected that rectangular profile to line up the part, which is not what we want. To fix this, we simply click this arrow, and now SolidWorks has aligned the center of the tab on the bearing block to the center of the hole. If we wish to rotate the bearing flat, we can simply click these rotation arrows, which will rotate the part 90 degrees at a time, since we're putting a square tab in a square hole. Click OK, and we're done with that. The bearing block is now fully constrained to the C channel and cannot be moved. Next, we'll move on to mating this bearing flat to the C channel. If you attempt to use a profile center mate and select these tabs, you'll find that they're not valid for a profile center mate. Instead, we will click on this edge on that hole, then select one of the edges on the square hole, then click on the arrow again to orient it the correct way, and press OK. Given that our hole is circular, SolidWorks cannot find a way to align this rotationally to the C channel. To do that, we can simply go back to standard mates, select parallel, and select an edge on the C channel and a parallel edge on the bearing flat. Click OK, and now the bearing flat is fully constrained. So finally, I'm going to show you how to align a standoff or spacer using the same method. Once again, we go back to advanced mates, select profile center. Quick tip, if you don't want to have to click the arrow to change the part alignment at when adding the mate every time, click in the corner fillet instead of one of the long edges, and it will always choose this square profile of the hole, and it will line up the correct direction. Next, you want to select one of these two circles. We do not want to select the inner profile of the hole because the circles on this, the circular edges on this face stick out farther on the part than this edge. If we select this edge, it will align this edge to be flush with the profile of the circle, and the very tip of the spacer, which sticks out farther than it, will then actually be inside the middle for the C channel. So we can select this edge, and that lines that up. And click OK, and we're done. The rotation of the standoff is not constrained, but most of the time you won't need it to be. Should you decide that you want to stop this from rotating, you can do the same thing as we did with the bearing flat and use a parallel constraint between this edge and one of these edges on the bearing flat. So I hope that this video was helpful and that it will speed up your VEX CADing in the future. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.